I would have thought coming out of the spring, would have thought Thomas and Blur would have been your starting offensive tackles. So what has J-Shawn done to get into that group, and what has Jacob Gilliam done to get in that group and stay in that group?
Really just playing a lot faster and a lot more consistent. And again, when I say faster, I think it's just the learning curve for both of them. Young guys, when they first come in and play, may it be their whole freshman year, whatever the case may be, when they really start playing well is when the game starts slowing down at any position. It has slowed down in some cases with Coleman Thomas and with Dontavius Blair, but not nearly as much as it has with J-Shawn and of course Jacob Gilliam. J-Shawn's just he's really further beyond than what I would think, where I would have thought he would have been, being that he started late at the position and grasped it so fast like he did. It's a credit to him, the program he comes from, and his overall football intelligence.
Yeah, I know you didn't have him as a recruit for quite a while because he was committed to Vandy and shut it down, he said, which he called immature on his own part. So getting to know him now and seeing his football IQ, how's that compared to other freshmen you've had?
He's one of the best that I've had a chance to really be around. I mean, again, when he first started playing the position, the first day we had to practice, I left the field and I said to Coach Jones, I said, Coach, he's asking questions that most guys would not ask in terms of, the proper landmark, the actual step, and not being, not overanalyzing, it, but just the direct question that I just was really impressed. And I said, man, this guy's special. So from that standpoint, I got to say he's without a doubt one of the best I've had a chance to coach.
I've seen Dylan Wiseman work at both guard and center. Obviously, you always cross-train guys. What do you think his upside is really?
I think he definitely could be a center guard type of guy. Again, because of his just how smart of a player he is. He's athletic. He's powerful. Extremely dependable. I mean, those qualities that you look for in a center. And it's certainly not something that I would want to jump into right now with, the learning curve with him coming to the position, gaining confidence, gaining accuracy, all the things that we're striving for, letting him settle in on that right now. But I definitely see him being a two-position guy for sure.
And Curbison talked about how he thinks personally his best position is guard. What do you see out of him as a tackle?
He's a lot like Zach Fulton, playing some of that last year in certain situations with practice and so forth. He's a guy that has a lot of experience, that understands the position, understands defense, understands alignments and those kind of things where, some of the, all of us have, and I always say this as a position, we have weaknesses and we got to know what they are and we got to overcome them somehow, some way. And may it be just as much as maybe a physical stature for Kyler not being your ideal tall tackle. He has ways of overcoming some of his weaknesses that way. And it's, again, his mind, which is powerful, and being smart. And he's athletic, and he possesses enough foot quickness and strength to recover in some areas. So he as well is a very intelligent player.
What's impressed you the most about J-Shawn Robertson?
Just how fast he's been able to grasp things. He's just been, again, just a quick learner. Again, he knows if a mistake occurs, he knows it, he gets it, and he just, every day there's, and he's very demanding of himself. He, as well as not playing as a freshman, doesn't treat himself as a freshman, doesn't expect to have any, well, it's okay, I'm young and all that. He doesn't approach things that way, and we won't allow it, but he's very tough on himself. So he's what you're looking for. We're very blessed.
Have you had many true freshmen that picked up on things as quickly as he has?
No. There's been a few that, Dylan Wiseman last year was very quick in understanding the offense and, picked up on things well. And then I would put J-Shawn in that same category. Just really he and, Dylan and, a guy like Eric Fisher that, we had, along the way that, understood things. There's maybe one guy in Cincinnati the same, but he definitely ranks up there as one of the smarter guys that I've had a chance to be around.
Talk about the tools that he brings to being able to play the guard position for you.
extremely strong. Again, having wrestled in high school, so he understands leverage and hands and overall strength, and I think the big one as well is the mental toughness that has to come with it, and as a wrestler and those kind of things. So I think that you know, that's probably the biggest quality that, you know, as far as what he possesses, is just his overall mindset is really powerful, and then he's got the physical tools.
Don, you've got 10 days until, you know, the game. Obviously training camp is technically over, but are y'all really treating these 2 practices today and tomorrow like game week, or is this kind of a transitional period?
No, it's you know, to me, you know, the message from Coach Jones is quite clear. You know, we're in game week mode, and you know, everything is picked up another whole notch. And you know, yeah, officially camp has ended, but it's you know, it's kind of different the way the weeks fall and so forth. You know, whatever he, you know, wants and demands of us is what we see through as a staff and as a team. So this is considered a game week. This is an extra day of preparation, getting ready for them, and you know, you know, extremely talented and you know, program, and have done well, and you know, we need all the work we can get as far as getting whatever work we can get in. So, you know, today was a great start to that, getting the kids acclimated to the start of school. A lot of these young kids going through that process of class and now practice, and then study table and bed, and you know, try to get in that routine. So it's here.
So you think the feel and the pace of today is comparable to what you guys will be doing, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week?
Absolutely. You know, that's all dependent on, you know, exactly what Coach wants to do. But you know, we wanted to set the tone with getting back into it and hitting like we do, and the mindset and the mentality we always strive for, and you know, so whatever he wants to do, we're all in. So.
J-Shawn and Coleman weren't highly touted coming out of high school, yet you saw something in them that made them think they could fit here. What do you guys look for that maybe you ignore how many offers they have, or how many stars they have?
Just, you know, the more, you know, it's interesting because Coleman, you know, it was a relationship that was built over time. He did have quite a few offers on the table, so that one did not come easy at all. He was a guy that, you know, he had the Florida States, and he had the people that were really showing a lot of interest in him, but he felt excited about here. He felt right about here. You know, the relationship that we built over time just kept getting stronger. But the question that you ask, I think it's important that you know what kind of person they are, what's important to them, how they like to compete, you know, not just measurables as far as height, weight, 40s and all that. What's truly important to them? How competitive are they? Do they like to win? Do they like to work? His background, his tremendous family, tremendous supportive family, those kind of things, all those things that are important in the process. J-Shawn was one in which it happened late because of the situation that occurred of where he was initially committed to. We were well aware of him, did not think there was an opportunity that was going to be there. We already knew enough about him that if the situation presented itself, we would have been, you know, definitely excited, and it did work out that way. So I personally was in the school, you know, with, you know, where J-Shawn went, and was well aware, and talked to their head coach, and knew a lot about him. But once the door was open for us to get in the mix, we already did enough of our background, so we were excited.
Where's the